Alright, what's up you guys? It feels weird vlogging again because it's kind of been a while, honestly. With everything going on, shows and like vacation and stuff, but we're back. Okay, so this video pretty much is documenting the start, I would say the official start of the off season. And it's gonna be a long one, a very long one. Like 2 years long, or at least 18 months, we'll see. I mean, yes, we've been hitting the gym and everything like that. You know, we've been going to the gym ever since the end of the last show, which was a little over 3 weeks ago now. But that first week, we were kind of just like chilling, you know what I mean? We're just kind of having fun. Week after that, we were out of town. Last week, we were pretty much out of town for a while. So this is like the official start. So I guess I want to take this opportunity to explain kind of my off-season approach. And you know, the way I like to do things after a long show season, which I mean, if you count my first show I did in last October, this show season lasted about 1.5 years or so. So it's been a long time. But you know, it's kind of like a light switch. Sometimes you need to dim the light switch. You never just full on quit, but there's times when you need to dim the light switch, and then there's times when you need to know when to put it on full blast. I've been on full blast for a long time. So although I do want to kind of dim my bodybuilding light switch a little bit, I have no intentions of actually going easy. I just have a few tactics I'm gonna kind of use to basically not go insane and use up all my discipline on things that don't matter. All right, so let's get into the details of what I'm talking about here. For instance, am I still doing cardio? The answer is yes, but not like I was before. So let me kind of explain that. Obviously on prep, I was doing cardio extremely in a very strict way, like a ridiculous amount, and I couldn't skip. There's nothing I could do about it. I had to get it done. Now I'm doing cardio mostly just for fun, to stay active and be healthy. You know, I obviously still care about my health and I want to be as athletic and fit as possible. But because I've put kind of the dim on my fitness and bodybuilding journey right now, it basically means I can do as much cardio as I want, whenever I want. So if I want to do it every single day, I'm going to do it every single day. If I don't want to do it at all, I'm not going to do it at all. Typically, I'm doing about 20 minutes most days of the week, probably like 5 days of the week. I'm going on casual runs just because I enjoy that. And I kind of have that freedom and flexibility to do that now, which I love.
I need like to be injected with some steroid of some sort for energy. Are you filming me?
Yeah.
Wow, that was terrible timing.
Sure was. Wanted to show you guys, oh hey. Wanted to show you guys what we built today. This bookshelf. Zoom in slowly on Lauren's face. This is the bookshelf we built.
You're
so
interfering in our workspace.
Sorry. My desk, Maddie's desk. This is my workspace.
It's 2 against 1.
But it's coming along. This new bookshelf's got all the books and stuff. I want to hang some medals, do some things. I don't know. What else do we need? I don't really know.
We're like taking over the whole office.
Other than like a bigger office. I think we're doing pretty good so far.
And when I snap my fingers, we'll get a bigger office. Transition.
Go buy a house.
You don't post it until we buy a house.
Man, been loving the Olympics lately, but we're gonna pause this for just a second so we can talk about training, lifting. Okay, so earlier in this video you saw a few sets of my chest workout from the day. Gotta mess this up. Here we go. And I wanted to show this because those are the 3 main chest variations I'm gonna be working on this training block. So talking about this training block, my biggest focus is gonna be my chest. And talking to my coach, talking to judges the past couple of years, and looking in a mirror, I'm able to tell that my chest is really my weak point. And other than that, the feedback from the judges I've received, from my coach, everything really shows that I am quite balanced. I have a good shape, but my chest is not where it needs to be. So that is gonna be my number 1 priority this off season. And that really all starts right now, right? Because I can't just hope in a couple of years that my chest is gonna grow. I've got to put in the work now, and I know that it takes time. And luckily, I have actually been seeing a lot of progress with my chest over even just the past year or so, but stuff takes time. So while we're gonna be working on my chest, obviously we need to just grow everywhere. I'm not big enough, and so we have to grow a lot. So I'm not gonna just, not focus on everything else, but I'm specifically focusing on my chest. And then talking to my coach, the other area that I need a little bit of improvement on is actually my lats. Not so much my shape and my width. I mean, yes, I need to get wider, but more so the thickness of my back, which I've known for a while. Looking at guys that I lost to this year, like Earl, for instance, at the Summer Training Classic, our back width was quite similar. Our V-taper was quite similar, but he was a lot just thicker in the back, hands down. And so I basically need to get like that. So although right now I might be kind of on a little bit of a hybrid approach with my training, I will eventually ease back into full bodybuilding training because that's my biggest goal. And if you're curious on what goal I'm talking about, give me a second. I'm going to explain that here in a little bit. But right now I'm just having fun with my training. For that usually means some sort of hybrid approach. So yes, I'm going to be hitting a lot of chest volume, a lot of back volume. Yes, I'm going to be trying to grow my delts and my arms, all that good stuff. But at the same time, I'm probably going to do some kickboxing classes here in a little bit. Going to check out some kickboxing gyms. If there's one that I like a lot, we'll probably get a membership there. Go, 2 or 3 times a week just for the fun of it. I'll keep up with my cardio. I'll keep going on my runs. I'll just have fun with training, and I think that's really important to do. As soon as training becomes a job, then you might find that you don't succeed as far as you want. And it means a lot to me to keep fitness as a passion, as something that I enjoy doing. So when the time is right, I will, change that dimmer to full blast, get back on just full focus with hypertrophy. And it's not that I'm not training hard right now, it's just that I'm doing other things that don't really make sense for a bodybuilder to do, like kickboxing classes, like going on runs, stuff like that. So what I'll essentially do is just pull back on those. But that's essentially my whole training plan. Real quick, I want to talk about my nutrition plan and how things have been going, and also my goal. All right, what's up, you guys? It has actually been a few days since I was filming earlier. We've just been really busy. We had a lot of stuff going on this week. As you can see, plenty of sunshine here in Arizona. But anyway, I want to talk about the diet portion now of the off season and all that stuff, and then go into the big time topic here, which are my goals. My long-term, short-term, all that good stuff. So we actually just picked up some food. Rubio's, if you don't know, they have awesome fish tacos. And I did get some fish tacos, which I think is a perfect post-workout meal because I did just get done with my workout and it was a good one. But I'm gonna sit down, kind of start eating and explain kind of like my nutrition plan right now, I guess you could call it, if you could call it a plan. We'll see. Maddie got this bowl thing, which looks really good. Got some mango in there. Then I got the fish tacos. I've been craving fish tacos for like the longest time, and they're grilled, so they're not very fat. Okay, so nutrition plan, guys. Salsa, can't forget salsa. So my nutrition plan has been specifically to not really have a nutrition plan. I've been, sticking to what I believe is best post-show, especially given my situation where I did a very long 10-month prep and then a very short few month off season before going into another 5-month prep. Had a lot going on in that time. So for me, I was more focused on the recovery aspect of the post diet rather than the, maybe a reverse diet where you're still tracking macros. Like, guys, I've been tracking macros for 18 months out of the past, 18 months of my life. So I was trying to stay away from that and just, get my relationship with food a lot better and rely on, my own body, my own, I guess, personal boundaries, I like to call them, to how I go about my eating. So hi, Daisy. Daisy's joining here. You can't really see her, but her face is right here. So coming off the show, I had about 7 days before I went on a 10-day vacation. During that 7 days, I was pretty exploratory, just trying to eat all the things that I wanted, that I craved, and that I hadn't been able to for a very, very long time. And it was good. I definitely overate, like pretty much, I don't know, every single day. But I couldn't really eat that much, I felt, because I would instantly just start feeling sick. And so I'd have to stop. And it was weird because there wasn't really I start to feel sick, but I kept eating anyway. And then I felt sick. It would be I'm feeling fine. And then all of a sudden I feel really sick. So I was just a lot of relearning my own, I guess appetite and hunger cues, I guess we could call them. I went on vacation, and that was kind of the same deal, eating more than honestly I probably wanted to. But I was on vacation, I was enjoying myself, I was having fun. We were in California, eating at a bunch of great places, Chinatown, San Francisco, wasn't gonna say no to that. And now I've been home for coming up on a week now, and things are starting to get a lot better. I'm to the point now where I don't have too many like crazy cravings, you know, maybe occasionally here and there. And it's not like an all day thing. It's maybe for like, I don't know, an hour in the evening, I might like crave ice cream or something like that. But I'm definitely like finding that balance. And so I've been quite puffy. So I'm trying to like, you know, calm down on that and be less like literally like puffy. Like my stomach has been extremely expanded and inflamed. I've been very like watery and all that stuff. I have gained, you know, quite a bit of fat as well, which I'm okay with because I knew that that's part of the process. It was gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen eventually. You know, I wasn't gonna go a 2-year off season by being shredded the entire time. Wasn't gonna happen. But I would say now I'm getting to the point where I am creating more of a plan for myself now that it's been, you know, several weeks post show. I'm ready to settle down and go more into an intuitive eating lifestyle where I'm very focused on high protein and focused on not overeating every single day. So eat when I'm hungry, know when to stop. I don't have to eat till I feel sick, things like that, and just healthy eating habits. So that's kind of my plan right now. But I'm gonna enjoy these tacos and we're gonna talk about our big goals that we have. And talk about growing season. This is the Alpha Elite, the new, I don't even know what it's called, like the knitted shirt, something like that. I don't know. And this is an XL. So this is the biggest size shirt that they make. But we're fitting into it. It's a little big on the shoulders, I'll give them that. But the sleeves, they're tight. Okay, so speaking of the off season, what are we working towards, right? So, you know, I've had to think a lot about this, and I feel like, you know, it's setting goals. It involves kind of that initial commitment, and I decided that I really do want to see how far I can go in the sport of bodybuilding, and that means essentially chasing a pro card, right? Like that's the highest level. Getting that pro card. After this season, I think I learned a lot. For one, I learned that I should believe in myself a little bit more in the sport. I've doubted myself a lot in the sport. Hasn't really, you know, slowed me down in terms of my hard work and like, you know, wanting to do well. But I think it has, you know, kind of held me back in the sense where I never really saw myself going that far in the sport. I didn't think I had the genetics or whatever it may be. But, you know, hearing back from the judges, from my coach who has literally coached over 150 pros, gotten them their pro cards, I should say, I've realized that I do have what it takes to be a pro. Yes, I have a long road ahead of me. Yes, I have to build a lot more muscle, and no, by no means am I, you know, wanting it to sound like it's going to be easy. All you got to do is decide, and then it'll happen, right? But what I guess I am saying is that I'm willing to try and put in the effort. That's my goal. And it sounds crazy to say because it is a rather big commitment. I'm someone that loves fitness as a whole. I absolutely love bodybuilding. I consider bodybuilding a passion, but I love fitness as a whole, which is why in the past you've seen me, you know, commit to things like, you know, the whole hybrid approach to fitness, get good at running. I wanted to run a half marathon, build my way up to a full marathon. I want to do all these different things, and I still want to. I want to be an Ironman someday, do a full Ironman and compete in Ironman events all over the world. You know, I want to explore all that fitness has to offer, but right now, like, this is my chance to be great at something rather than try to be kind of good at 10 different things. This is like that one chance to really be great. And with that, you know, those other things that I'm interested within fitness, they're not going anywhere. You know, and 5 years from now, those things are still going to be there. But this might be my only chance to really be great at something within fitness. So that's my goal. It sounds crazy, but that is my goal. I've decided that, you know, I really want to see truly how far I can go, and this is just step one. It's crazy because, you know, I just did this whole series. I did a series before that, and like so much has been going on. It's been very fast paced, and now it's almost like things are slowing down, but it's not even true. I mean, if anything, things are speeding up more than ever before because I just was introduced to this sport essentially. You know, I just had my first show less than a year ago, and now here we are, nationally qualified currently, working our way up the ladder. Eventually we'll get our shot. So lots of good stuff to come is all I can really say. And with that, a lot of the 2A athletes too have similar ambitions. I have a huge goal before, you know, maybe before I'm 29, let's say, before I turn 29 years old in like 3.5 years or something like that, I want to be a coach to an IFBB pro. And there are are future IFBB pros on Team Tua right now. The owner and coach of Tua, aka your boy, might get that pro card someday too. So stay tuned. Great things to come. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to give it a like. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. So peace out.